Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video in Assetto Corsa. This time a little bit of a different video, something that I've not done before, but I've been asked to present my VR settings or my graphical settings and my experience with it. And for this video I have chosen, as you can see, a Le Mans Trak, and with the LMP2 car. I think it's quite fitting, considering we are growing ever closer and closer to the actual Le Mans race. I will be later driving this lap once we go through the settings as well, just so that you can see from the inside of the car how the graphical settings look. This is currently turned on to the maximum, not something that I use usually for recording videos, but this time, so if you get any stutters or anything, please do forgive that, but for actual video recordings I do use a little bit lower settings to avoid those frame drops or something. But yeah, so what's going to happen? We're going to go through all of the things that you need installed to get a similar picture like this, which is Assetto Corsa is the first thing, but we're not going to cover that. Then the second thing that you need is Content Manager. Custom Shaders Patch is the next thing. Then Sol. And one last thing that I'm using are Sky post-processing filters. And yeah, we'll go through each of them, talk a little bit what they do, then we'll take a look at my settings, what I'm using, what I'm running. And after that I'll take you for a lap around Le Mans in the Oreca 07 LMP2 prototype car. Yeah, sit back, enjoy, and forgive the awful driving, and I'll start with Content Manager. Right, and here we are, starting with the Content Manager. I already have the web page open, but I will link all of those in the video description, so you don't need to type away the URL from my web browser. But anyway, what is Content Manager for those who are not familiar with it? It's basically Assetto Corsa UI revamped, made a lot easier. It's a separate app. You can configure everything here and then just choose what you want to drive, where you want to drive it, any settings for the race that you might want to set up, and click go, and you're driving. Yeah, that's a really short walkthrough. It's a free tool. However, for some advanced features, you are required to donate money to the author, and I do highly recommend it. You get the full version, which has a couple of more features unlocked that you might find useful in your endeavors. But anyway, next thing that we already also have here is the Custom Shaders patch. To download it, you go to a completely different site where you can get the latest version by clicking on the link here. It's also a free thing. However, if you do want to have rain and stuff in your game, this means that you will need to get the paid version of the Custom Shaders patch. The paid version is basically, again, donation based. You donate some money, and you can then download the latest preview version, which also allows you to set up rain and such stuff. Again, highly recommend it, and yeah, this will allow you to customize your AC graphically a lot more, and you will have a lot better graphics in the end, as you can already see from the screenshots on the right here. It does look a lot better. It has a lot better smoke, a lot better night driving, fog, and so on. Next thing, or the final thing, is Sol. You can find it on, again, it will be linked in the description, but you can find it on Race Department. You download this PDF, which guides you through how to install it. I do recommend you read through everything, because it contains a lot of information and a lot of steps. I mean, not that a lot of steps, but steps are important on how to install them and so on. It's really not that hard, and I'm pretty sure that everyone can do it, and I don't think I need to cover everything from beginning to the end, because pretty much everything is written here, and I wouldn't want to be just going through everything again, which you can read here on your own and execute on your own as well. And then the last thing, not that yet. The last thing is there you go, Sky post-processing filters. Now I've already opened the Assetto Corsa path here. You want to navigate to the same path, or wherever you have Steam installed, C program files, Steam apps, common Assetto Corsa, and you're in the root directory of Assetto Corsa. You can just copy this whole system directory over. I'm not going to do it because I've already done this before. And then another directory here you have is CSP and video settings. One directory here is CSP settings. Drag and drop onto Content Manager. You can just drag and drop those onto Content Manager and they will be installed, or actually just one of them. I recommend, well, actually whichever version of the custom shaders patch you have. I have 180, so I dragged 180 over. And video settings, you can either double click those, or if you copy those manually, if you want to, you can open your run prompt and type in %symbol app data %symbol, hit OK, and this will open your roaming app data. You want to go into local, AC Tools Content Manager, and presets if I'm not mistaken, and video settings, and load it. You can just copy these two in and they will be saved for you in the Content Manager. Alright, now it's time to open Content Manager itself, and here you can see my my highest setting Content Manager, the way that I'm running it. So currently I have it set to single screen, but normally I have this set to Oculus Rift because that's my VR headset. I don't use full screen because I have a 4K screen and I like to run it in the window in the 1080p for recording videos, because that's the resolution I record at. Limit frame rate, you can do it, you can leave it out. It's really up to you. MSAA anti-aliasing, I have it set to 4 times, 16 times anisotropic filtering, world details to maximum, the highest, or actually the highest recommended, shadow resolution, maximum smoke generation, everything is basically maxed out. And as for filters, if you install them correctly from dragging them from from CSP settings out, you should have 2 filters here, Sky and Sky GT. I prefer Sky GT because it's a bit less washed out. I feel like the Sky is a little bit washed out, and the colors are a little bit dull. That's why I prefer this one. Enable everything, almost highest mirror resolution possible. Pixels per display, you want to set this higher if you think your vision is blurred, but I like to keep it to 1 because it improves my my frame rate, and if I set this to any higher, it usually makes my frame rate a little bit lower, a little bit slower. And yeah, that's pretty much the first setting of everything that I have. I do use a second preset, which is my Sky Medium -VR. I use this one mostly for when recording or racing online to have some more performance at the cost of a little bit of a visual quality. As you can see, MSAA is still 4 times, anisotropic filtering is only 4 times now, and world details down to very high, a little bit lower shadow resolution and less smoke generation. Also worse reflections, and overall quality set to medium, glare quality very high, and depth of field is set to medium. Still using Sky GT post-processing filter, and worse quality mirrors. I do use a higher pixel per display density here, because with these settings I have a feeling like my visuals are a little bit blurred in my headset, so I up this pixels per display by 2 clicks. I'm going to load back into my maximum settings. One thing that I like to use is, which is completely up to you, is lock onboard camera to horizon, which kind of keeps your view always straight, and the car moves around. So if you go over a bump or something, you can see the cockpit jumping up on one side, for example. Then custom shaders patch, I've changed basically nothing, except 2 things. One is, well, when you're installing weather effects, you have to set this up, otherwise you won't have Sol weather available. And the other thing is I enabled smart mirrors, just activated it, real mirrors, nothing else. What this does is basically you see parts of your car in your mirrors, which adds a lot to the immersion, and I do like to keep this active. It is a little bit of a performance impact, but I would rather have a little bit lower graphical settings and see my car in the mirrors than not to, because I think it's an awesome feature. In terms of performance gains, where you can gain is reduce mirror quality, reflection quality. 6 faces per frame is very hungry. You can go down to 2 faces per frame, for example. Shadow resolution, smoke generation, those are all the things that you can reduce. World details, for example, is also something that you can reduce to get more performance. MSAA, for example, as well. Glare quality, overall quality, those are all the things that you can reduce to get a little bit more performance should you want to. And that is pretty much it. We are going to click on the drive tab over here. As you can see, I'm using the United Racing Design Loire 07, which is totally not the Oreca 07 LMP2 car. On the Le Mans 24-hour track, as already stated on the intro, we're going to be starting at 20 local time and with a 14-time multiplier, so that we can transition from day into night to maybe showcase the visuals a little bit more. And that's pretty much it. I think it's time for me to jump in VR and take you around for a lap so you can maybe see the visuals, how they look with the, I believe, maximum settings. Yes, final confirmation. Alright, see you behind the wheel. Alright, here we are inside the car. As you can see in the LMP2 Oreca with the red, white and blue planes flying over, signaling the or portraying the French flag. Of course, a mod map, mod track, sorry, also a mod car. Links to both will be in the description. Car is a paid mod, but that's not why we are here today. We are here for the visuals and for bad driving. Let's go for a lap while we can admire emptiness. I do hope that it's not a lot of stuttering. Oopsie, that was invalid, but again, not why we're here, or maybe you are to just witness some bad driving. Maybe I can catch a glimpse of the sun over here, or not. You should get a good view of it when we turn around for Indianapolis. Or towards the Indianapolis corner, of course, not the track. No way I can catch the sun, but anyway, we can watch the other visuals ahead of us here. The long shadows, the sun coming through from our right side. Oopsie. Descended in a spin. It's getting quite dark already, as you can see in the mirrors. It's quite dark. We can turn on our lights. Here we go, the sun. Dive under the trees here a little bit. The lights as well. Completely missed the kink. Behind the trees completely, and it's getting properly dark, and the track side lights are coming on slowly, which is perfect as we're just running towards the end of the lap here. Oh, and I can see the stutters in VR as well. Do a test run without the recording and it was fine, but I guess as soon as I turn on the recording software, up a little bit. Let's maybe run another lap, because this time it will be a bit more of a darkness. See, but let me try a little bit more in the sand. Okay, I think this should do it. As you can see behind me, all the dust being picked up. But what I wanted to talk about is, as you can see on the left fender there, the dirt that's accumulating right when we go under the light. This is a nice detail that you don't see everywhere. The car gets progressively dirtier and dirtier. Of course, more off-track excursions that you have, the more dirt you pick up. Hardly any light remaining. You can still see a little bit of the orange lighting on the horizon. The sun has not yet completely set. This is just wonderful. if you do have the hardware to run it on such high settings, I envy you. I truly do envy you. I can run it in single player without any AI or anything, or without recording, I should say. This is just amazing. Mr. Helicopter. And also the interior of the car as it lights up as you go under. Track lights. It's also a nice detail. Also when the sun is shining as the shadows are dropping over the car. Yeah, this is just amazing. It does give you true immersion feel. And even the glare from the lights on the rev counter is very nice. Very nice touch. This sky filter. Yeah, this I think I will be ending the video at the end of the lap. I might do another one just for myself. But yeah, I will let you go here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've learned something about AC, Assetto Corsa settings, about the filters and how to set everything up. If the video has been helpful, please do leave a like, and please don't drive like I do. Maybe concentrating too much on the driving already. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, like I said, if you liked it, if you learned something, please leave a like. If you would like to see some more of such content or any kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you everyone, have an awesome day, bye bye.